Hello, everyone. My name is Heriberto Madrigal. I chose to evaluate Menlo Park Public Library's adult literacy services, administered by Project Read Menlo Park. I have worked for the Menlo Park Public Library for 19 years. For 16 of those years, I worked at the Bellhaven Branch Library. I also worked for the adult literacy program for 4 years as an office assistant, computer lab coordinator, and a beginning English teacher. The program has changed drastically since I left it 8 years ago. Only current information about the program was used for this analysis, and I have never done an assessment of the service to this degree. It has been an amazing experience analyzing the services. The city of Menlo Park's demographics are very interesting. Menlo Park is home to the Bellhaven neighborhood, which is drastically different than the city as a whole. According to the latest census data, Menlo Park is 63% white, 5.9% Black or African American, 6.4% Hispanic or Latino. The Bellhaven neighborhood is 3.6% white, 17.9% Black or African American, and 68.6% Hispanic or Latino. Menlo Park has a population density of 3,271 residents per square mile, and Bellhaven has a population density of 11,158 residents per square mile. Citywide, 93.2% have earned high school diplomas or higher, 70.6% have earned bachelor's degrees or higher, and the median household income is $126,000. The reality of Bellhaven can get lost in such statistics. When we look at the Bellhaven neighborhood by itself, we find that 70.4% of residents have earned high school diplomas or higher, 20.9% bachelor's degrees or higher, and the median household income is $228,000. The Bellhaven Branch Library serves a community that is much more disenfranchised than the city as a whole. Given the statistics, Bellhaven has many more adult learners than the rest of Menlo Park. The library budget and infrastructure. The city of Menlo Park has a $117.23 million operating 2017-2018 budget. The library department has 2.9% of that, which is $3.35 million. And I didn't find any itemized budget for the literacy program. However, the library director mentions additional funding from Project Read's literacy partners in a strategic plan document that's available online. There are two branches, the Menlo Park Public Library near downtown, which is centralized pretty much for the city, and the Bellhaven Branch Library, which is centralized in the neighborhood. And the library department has 14.5 FTEs or full-time equivalents. 1.5 of them are located at the library's literacy program. Bellhaven has 1.5 FTEs as well. The main branch is open 59 hours a week, and Bellhaven 34.75 hours a week. Although Bellhaven has less hours, I noticed they are mostly open in the afternoons, evenings, weekends, allowing families to visit the library after work. The literacy services that Project Read offers, according to their website. So they offer one-on-one tutoring, a literacy computer lab in the main branch that is accessible during operating hours of the library. Tutors and students use a keypad to get in. English classes on Tuesday and Wednesdays at the Bellhaven Branch Library in the evenings. ESL Conversation Club meets every Wednesday from 5 to 6 at the main library near downtown. And also in the program, the 1 FTE is a full-time program manager, and the 0.5 is a half-time program aide. Other resources available in the library for adult learners, not necessarily just with the literacy program, are found in the form of databases, which can be accessed through the library website. Adult learners have access to the Testing and Educational Reference Center, which offers free lessons on many subjects and free practice exams, such as for the GED. To that jumped out at me were the U.S. in history, the U.S. history in context and world history in context, because of the potential help these two databases can be for immigrants, for immigrant adult learners, and trying to get their citizenship and just learn about the country. Opposing views allows its users to listen to both sides of an argument. Literature resources is great for adult learners who are having a difficulty time understanding readings. It's a sort of a Cliff Notes service that the library offers. Mango Languages lets anyone learn an array of languages. So adult learners, even those trying to learn English, could potentially use that resource to do so. And ABC Mouse is it's a service that's geared towards children, and certainly is advertised that way. But adult learners can probably get some benefit out of it. And to be able to access any of these databases, patrons need an account in good standing to be able to access them. So the adult literacy, through libraries, the ALL and Action Agenda maps out 7 priorities for libraries wanting to offer exceptional services and resources to adult learners. Priority 1 is collection development. And to check out the collection at the Menlo Park libraries, I conducted searches on their database. So I did 3 searches for 2 sets of keywords, GED and adult learner. I searched for books, digital resources, and audiovisual resources, each time limiting the search by the location and the audience. Menlo Park had 14 GED-related books, 25 digital resources, and 3 audiovisual resources. Belhaven had 5, 25, and 0, respectively. When searching with keyword adult learner, mostly resources for teachers were retrieved. The Menlo Park Library had 7 books, 4 digital, and 0 audiovisual. Belhaven had 2 books, 4 digital, and 0 audiovisual. This collection needs further development to better serve the adult learners in the community. Menlo Park Public Library's 2016 to 2020 strategic plan calls for collection development using a product called Collection HQ under their goal 5.4. And so a collection for adult learners should be part of that goal. And there wasn't any mention of that in the specific goal on the document. The AL Priority 2, Technology and Digital Literacy. So Menlo Park Library has 6 public access computers, 12 public access tablets, and the Adult Literacy Lab. At the Belhaven branch, there are 13 public access computers. Neither library offers formal basic computing skills. Any technology and digital literacy received by patrons is the little exposure when being shown how to access the databases. Patrons without basic technology and digital literacy are not actively engaged. The strategic plan explains the need to have an up-to-date up-to-date technology, but it doesn't say anything about teaching technology and digital literacy. So having the best technology available in the library will not help those patrons who do not know how to use it. So the AL priority areas 3, 4, and 5. Priority 3 is a collaboration and strategic partnerships. All of the strategic plan for the Menlo Park Public Library, their strategic goal number 2 is to engage the community. However, they don't specify engaging in any of their sub goals to engage adult learner organizations or adult literacy organizations. Priority 4, professional development and graduate level education. Actually, for the strategic plan for the library, their goal number 4 is to the development of staff. And between the city of Menlo Park and the union that represents the workers, there is an understanding in the memorandum of understanding that they can get reimbursement for higher education as long as the classes are approved by the supervisor of the employee. And priority number 5, community planning and program evaluation. Project READ's advisory board helps with program development, but there isn't anything really spelled out in the strategic plan for the Menlo Park Public Library. So the adult literacy program needs to be clearly included in that strategic plan. Priority number 6, raising awareness and influencing policy. The advisory board and staff report to the Library Advisory Commission, which reports directly to the City Council. So, and they will advocate for library services. Strategic plan number 6 for the City of Menlo Park is to raise awareness of library successes in the community. However, again, the adult literacy program is not specified in any of the sub-goals to reach that main goal. So I fear that the adult literacy program will be left out of the spotlight. Priority number 7, sustainability. Project READ just needs to establish itself as a literacy pillar in the community. If there isn't clear support in the strategic plan for Project READ, staff need to take the existing plan and adopt as much of it as they can as a starting point to help them create that sustainability base for them. And also staff can look into joint funding programs. They can help with limited funding in the program. Also, the Friends of the Menlo Park Library can certainly be approached for some extra capital to kick off a program. So I took a look at the San Mateo County Library, the East Palo Alto branch. I could not find individual library budgets, but I pulled some information from the San Mateo County's adopted budget for 2017-2018. The San Mateo County Library has 12 branches and a budget of $45,557,000. The East Palo Alto branch is open 60 hours a week, which is 1 hour longer than the Menlo Park main library and 25.25 hours more than the Belhaven branch. They offer hotspots and hotspots laptop bundles for checkout, and they also offer 3D printing in the library. And the East Palo Alto has similar demographics to the Belhaven neighborhood. Here, the Belhaven statistics are in parentheses for comparison. East Palo Alto is 7.6% white, 12.4% Black or African American, 63.5% Hispanic or Latino, and the population density is comparable to Belhaven's. There is a smaller percentage of high school or higher education graduates, and those with bachelor's or higher degrees than Belhaven. East Palo Alto has almost 6 times the population of the Belhaven neighborhood, but the whole population falls within identical demographics. So the East Palo Alto Adult Literacy Program, also offered through Project READ, advertises its services as support to enroll in community college, increase computer skills, which I notice here is a clear ALL priority in the area number 2, it's a service that Project READ Menlo Park does not advertise. So this is something that I noticed that East Palo Alto actually does differently than Menlo Park. They also help their students take the citizenship test, help children to learn how to help their children with homework, and also work on their high school diploma or GED. And they also advertise to help patrons get a job or a promotion. And when I conducted the catalog search, I found 16 print, 4 digital, and 2 audiovisual records for the keyword GED, and for the keyword adult learner, 2 print, 4 digital, and 4 audiovisual resources. In terms of databases, East Palo Alto offers a few more beneficial services to its residents than in Menlo Park, in my opinion. The one that stands out is Get a Diploma Online. This is a fully accredited program for residents to earn their GED. There are two other databases that are only available to San Mateo County library holders. Lynda.com, which offers lessons and assessments on various subjects. The second is Help Now, an online homework help service. So, and in conclusion, Menlo Park Public Library needs to conduct a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, or a SWOT analysis for the adult literacy program. They've done one for the library as a whole. However, I feel that the adult literacy program has been excluded from that strategic plan. The adult literacies through libraries, ALL, and action agenda should be a guiding force in the SWOT analysis for the adult literacy program. And as we can see, Menlo Park has some work that has been done in priority areas 1 and 2. However, there need to be some improvements before they can develop the rest of the priority areas. Asking the friends of the library for a one-time fund boost or just an ongoing funding source would also help to kick off those adult literacy programs. And also Menlo Park with partnerships. Menlo Park is a member of a 35 public and community library consortium. So, collaboration, joint funding, joint advocacy should be explored and utilized. They're in a position where they could do that here in the peninsula. And also, even closer to home, the East Palo Alto Library is only 1.1 miles away from the Bellhaven Library, or the Bellhaven neighborhood. So a collaboration with that library would be ideal. And something that I found as why it's crucial to make sure that our adults are, achieve higher education. It's it's a study that found that adults without higher education make about $792,000 for women and $1.13 million for men less throughout their lifetime compared to those with higher education. And these here are the references that I used for this analysis. Thank you.